appear to be live. Uh, Not necessarily with the greatest strength, but I don't expect it after the storms we had last night. It's fortunate that I have power at all. Tens of thousands do not in town. Alright, welcome back to Stardew Valley. As the stream title and description say, we're continuing on with our late-ish uh, grind. Penny has indicated that she wants more melon to try and beat the heat. Melon is a love gift for Penny, so of course she wants melons. Marlin returned my staircase free of charge. I also got a copper bar from Clint. Never know when you're gonna need more. I have Danger in the Deep active. I'm not going to catch 5 sunfish for Demetrius, and of course we have the pineapples active as well. We got Blessing of Waters. So if I decide to fish for some reason, then the first 3 will be easier. It is a significant amount easier, by the way. Like, if you want to get extended family and hope that that pops during it, you're not going to have any trouble catching all 5 of them. When it says much easier, it really means much easier. I'll let them out for more truffles. A spice berry did spawn here in my animal area. Yeah, I double checked every file I have on both PC and Switch, and I don't have any remaining forest farms to tell me how I can make my animals better. It's quite disappointing to me. Because I'm sure I haven't often dealt with not being able to have as many pigs as I want. Alright. We have honey ready. And looks like summer squash and tomatoes are also ready today. And then of course hops, because hops are ready every day. Normally I like having lots of hops because it helps with keeping my kegs filled, but at farming level 10, I'm getting more silver and gold quality hops than regular quality, and I typically don't want to use higher qualities. For processing purposes, as they scale the price based on base quality sell price. I think I'm going to pop over to the island real quick just to kind of remind myself uh, where the pineapples are sitting currently in their growth cycle. 1 day for a lot of them, 2 days for some, and then there are the ones that are like 9 days away. Those won't help me. It looked like there was like one pineapple that was already grown, but let's not worry about that. Put that in there and hop off to the mines. I should have brought at least a couple staircases for monster floors, but whatever. I will dodge that, thank you. And I'll just take the ladder, because getting away from the squid is the most important thing to me. If it was a radioactive node there, I might have gone for it, but copper, no thank you. But I have good luck day and the Dwarf King more ladders powers, so it really shouldn't take me too long to find a ladder anywhere. But this floor is taking a while. A ladder can't spawn if you kill an enemy over a patch of dirt. Which also means Duggies in general cannot spawn staircases. There we go. I do see another radioactive ore vein. There's one coming for me. I could hear it before I saw it, but it's clear as day coming for me. Alright, we are down a few more floors. We have gotten another ladder. Or another elevator. Doesn't matter how many floors we go down in a day if we don't get the elevator. I don't mind breaking a few rocks here and there in case it gives me the stone I need to craft a staircase if it becomes necessary. And I have 172 stone on me, so I could. That was another ladder floor, by the way. Oh yeah! I was not quite prepared for that possibility, even though I know it is one. I only like quarry floors when they have a freebie on them. Thankfully, that one didn't take me too long to get. I only had to deal with a couple haunted skulls that everyone dropped. Guess as far as quarry floors goes, that one was pretty good. It gave me a couple radioactive ore nodes and uh, didn't take too long to find a ladder. So the the metrics for good quarry floors are uh you get good things without having to spend much time there. It's 7:30 p.m., but there's no reason we shouldn't easily get at least two more floors. There's one. We're getting kind of low on uh, our health and such, but the fairy will keep us alive at least. It feels weird to have all the star drops and see orange with my energy bar, but when the rocks start taking multiple hits to break again, which they haven't for ages once I got the iridium. I want to give it a shot, but if I'm not progressing quickly, then I will dip. The golems that can pop up are actually not really stronger than, not that much stronger than the ones from the regular mines, and they are fairly likely to drop ladders, so while they may have been a nuisance when going through the mines initially, I don't really mind seeing them right now. Of course, it also doesn't hurt that, I have illumination that I did not have when initially going through these floors. One of the best feelings when going through the mines initially is when you reach floor 40 and it's no longer dark. Okay, we made it to 35, but it's 11:20, so I should head back. I don't want to push it too far. Okay, I think that's all I need to put in there. You got a few truffles. Not a massive number, but every truffle counts. Our, excuse me, our stone had to start a new stack. We'll put a couple truffles in for processing and sell the oil. I'll just get back inside. I should probably harvest those 1-day pineapples on the island tomorrow. I'm also going to craft something tomorrow. I'll have to craft it eventually, no matter what. I was hoping that one would drop for a while now, but it has not happened, so. Made about 20,000 thanks to harvesting. Cockle-doodle-doo. Rise and shine. I have to go into town today. Don't work too hard. I don't get breaks. Fire quartz from the wizard. So 1 silver star. And I now have a lovely collection of 10 coffee beans. That's plenty to do what I want to do. But I'm going to craft something else before I deal with that. Let me find in this list of ever so many things the iridium band. 5 iridium bars, 50 solar essence, 50 void essence. Let me look at it again to make sure that it does not show that I've already crafted one and just forgot. 5 iridium bars. I'll just grab all of that. The iridium band combines the effects of a magnet ring, a glow ring, and a ruby ring. And I'm going to take my cinder shards, and I'm going to combine a lucky ring and an iridium band into one ring, so that I get both the effects of a lucky ring and an iridium band. I have made my glowstone ring completely obsolete. I won't get rid of it, but I don't need it anymore. So now at all times I'm getting magnetism, glow, 10% extra damage, and plus 1 luck. I wanted to combine rings for a while so I wouldn't have to choose between luck and monster drops, and there we go. Feel free to play with ring combinations. You can uncombine them if you decide you don't like a combination you made. You'll just need more cinder shards because you won't get the ones you used back, but you can always get more cinder shards. It's not like the volcano is going anywhere. I'm still waffling with that golden animal cracker. I know that the best choice is the uh, probably the legend pond. Because it doesn't produce very often, but when it does, it's always a good day. Yeah, let's stop hemming and hawing about it and just put it there. I want to have 4 golden animal crackers to do what I like to do with goats with them, but I need to actually. I've only found the one so far. And there's no sense waiting for 3 more when there's something very valuable I can do with this one. So add it to the little produce spot, turns gold to signify that you have used the golden animal cracker on that pond. So there's visual representation, you won't forget. Alright, more hops. Anything else done growing? The red cabbage is at 2 days away. We got 8 more sunflowers and it gave 10 seeds, so I can replant immediately. Chicken statue. Ah. The crop ready is the poppy that's helping me with uh, that's helping me with honey. How's Leo doing? He has he has no gifts this week. Let's go give Leo a gift. If I can find him without searching forever. Suppose I should also get my statue bonuses. Coal is better, and I should definitely talk to Leo today since I'll get extra friendship for doing so. So let's get that wool on the loom, grab one of the iridium duck feathers, and see if we can find Leo. Just because he has moved to the island doesn't mean I don't still need to get him to max hearts for perfection. Let's see, he's not standing by or in Leo's tent. Is he in his treehouse? He's not in his treehouse. I called it Leo's tent. It is Linus's tent. And he is not hanging around down by Linus either. So I will check the museum. And if he is not there either, then I will assume he is on the island today, which is where I need to go to check the pineapples anyway. I will check what is on the board here. Clint wants a purple mushroom. I can certainly make that happen if I care to do so. I do not have a shortage of purple mushrooms that I can spare. It's just a question of will I be around Clint to actually do anything about it. Yes, Leo is here. Talk to him. He has to really focus. But have a duck feather anyway. He still talks about his nest. But he is at 9 hearts now. So that's something. I mean, the boost of friendship, the blessing of friendship is like talking to them for 3 days all at once, or approximately the value of a gold star liked gift. So, combining that and the friendship bonus you get for an iridium quality loved gift, that's a lot of friendship in one day. As long as I don't completely ignore him until then, I see no reason why he won't reach 10 hearts before his birthday. A few days from now. Still want to make sure I have mixed seeds. Make sure I have enough to cover any amount of crop planting space I may choose to employ. Spiceberry, and we are warping. A large number of pineapples is ready to be harvested today, so let us do so. And they'll be ready again in 7 days, and Island Ingredients has 12 days left. I'm at 49. There's what? Oh, that's math. 36 there? I hate to say that I'm not 100% sure that the math is mathing here. Yes, I could take some time to actually look at the pineapples, calculate out the days and be certain, but that's just so much work. Okay, I will bring my staircases in case I find an infested floor or another floor that I just do not want to deal with. We are approaching a third of the way through the mines. 30 staircases could get me another quarter through, but I want to get through as much as I can without resorting to staircases. If I'd known I was going to do Danger in the Deep, I wouldn't have bothered grinding on Dougies for geodes. I'm finding plenty. Come on, Carbon Ghost, I want your omnis. The museum is complete, but that doesn't mean I can't trade Omni Geodes for magic turbines. Get one for me, my cat, and my horse. And the alien rare crow, why not? I do actually still need to go to the casino and get the alien rare crow. It's the only one I'm missing, and you need all 8 to get the deluxe scarecrow crafting recipe. So on the next good luck day when I'm not doing a uh, mining quest, I think I will go to the desert, because the luck does matter for the slots. It doesn't matter for the blackjack table, but for the slots it does, and I prefer the slots. I've had like 1 or 2 streams without a bot. And sure, it does count as unique chatter in my stream analysis, but I'd still rather not have it. Abigail would use her staircases on the forest floors. because of spiders. If you don't flinch when you're fighting frostbite spiders in Skyrim, the spiders in Stardew Valley are probably not going to bother you either, despite their propensity for leaping at you. I do not like the jumping spiders in real life. I've only seen a couple of them, uh, at least that I can remember clearly. There was one hanging around my bed one time, and when I tried to brush it off, it jumped. And that was not entirely a pleasant experience, but it went away. I generally don't kill spiders because they take care of the bugs that I don't like. As long as they, aren't directly in my way, then I'll leave them. Obviously, a spider on my bed would qualify as directly in my way. It felt like I had something on my arm. I know I didn't, but because I'm talking about it, my brain plays tricks on me. In recent months, there's been one bug in my room, and I took care of it. Though the weather is getting warmer, so there will be more. Actually, it's cold today. We had the tornadoes all over the entire state yesterday, and we have a few days of cold weather before it warms up a little bit again, and we're supposed to be relatively clear for the coming week. Give us a few days of potential relief before we start getting hammered again. Because Illinois has had the worst year on record and far more severe weather events than any other state in the country. And my county had the most reported power outages of any county in the state yesterday. So we're number one, but not in the way we want to be. But yeah, almost every restaurant in town is closed today because they don't have power, so they can't cook anything. There are many street closures. The ones that aren't closed, most have had temporary stop signs put up so that people can navigate the intersection because the traffic lights don't have power either. It's gonna be rough for a few days, but our emergency management usually does a pretty good job of getting things taken care of before too long. I got an ancient seed and didn't even notice. I mean, at this point, why would I notice? It's not like I need them anymore, but it's still one less ancient fruit I need to turn into a seed to populate everything. 235. Uh, when I wake up in the game, that's when I will take care of my coffee revamp. We'll take some time of the next day to do it. I say that now, but I also have in my mind that more pineapples will be done growing. And if I wait, I mean, I don't have to do it. There's the 12 days left, and whether I harvest them tomorrow or the next day, they'll still only grow one more time before it's the end of the quest. So it's not something I actually have to do. Okay, put the bombs in there. This is a new color frog egg. Uh, did I get rid of all my other trinkets? Or just do I not have a lot of trinkets? I didn't have a frog egg. The frogs the frogs are a lot of fun. They'll eat an enemy, including the armored bugs that you can't kill. Uh, but I would recommend against using a frog when you're still waiting on Monster Slayer goals, because monsters eaten by the frog do not count towards Monster Slayer goals. So sometimes they'll eat an enemy you're trying to kill, and then you don't get the number towards your goal. But once you have all the Monster Slayer goals, if you like having a frog with you, by all means have a frog with you. Frogs are cool. Ribbit. Another feeling a little lucky today. Okay. She fed all the farm animals. I'm still not 100% clear on if them feeding your farm animals causes you to lose hay. I've wondered that for a while, and I'm sure the wiki says. Let's find out together, shall we? Does spouse feeding animals use hay Stardew? That's not what the question is asking. It seems like it just means they filled the trough, so if you have the auto feeder, it just doesn't matter. Just means they put hay on the troughs. But obviously, I have upgraded buildings. But that person says that it saves you a day of feeding them. Hmm. But then another post that specifically says your spouse can only use hay that you have to feed them. So I guess I'm confused about it because no one else seems to know either. There's conflicting information everywhere. Which, you know, it's the internet. What else would I expect? I have lots of crops ready today. That's good news. Trout Derby is going to be happening soon. I'm going to ignore it again because now I got all of the rewards in the first year. Can I? I already took the stuff out of there. That's why I can't look at it again. Sometimes my brain is just breaking when I'm playing this game. I mean, part of the appeal of this game is that sometimes you can just turn off your brain for a little bit, knowing that there's nothing. It's very difficult to really mess up in Stardew Valley. Sure, things can go not the way you planned, but eventually you'll be able to put it right. Alright, so the summer spangle is all done. It's far enough away from the poppy that I can scythe it. The red cabbage still has a day, but the blueberries are done, excepting the one that I had to replant, but it's got speed grow on it. But it will be a day behind. That's annoying. Hot peppers. I really appreciate hot peppers. They grow so fast. So you don't have to wait ages to have stuff at the beginning of the year. At the beginning of summer, you get your first crops fairly quickly. Alright. Hello, Alien D Films. Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you being here. As usual, sell the quality stuff outright. I would like more wood, but it's just not gonna happen. Let's see, so I can get more spangle and wheat if I want to replant everything. So I will do so. It's only the 18th, so they... Well, I accidentally warped to the island, so I'll go ahead and get the pineapples first, and then go buy more crops. It's not a crisis if I accidentally go to the island. Let's put away the regular hops. Even with getting some every day, I don't think I'm going to have enough to fill a shed by the end of the season. Though I do only have 100 kegs so far, so maybe. New thing on the bulletin board. Marnie wants an amethyst. I think I'll take care of both of the help wanted requests I can do, just because. Alright. And it's 16 spangle, if I'm not mistaken. 2 quality sprinklers worth. Alright. Amethyst for Marnie and purple mushroom for Clint. There is information in the game's code that suggests that there was originally going to be more achievements related to completing help wanted requests, but it was removed. Looks like you got rid of all the non-iridium quality mushrooms, which, you know, okay. And I have plenty of amethysts. Thursday at 12:40, Marnie should be at the ranch, unless I'm forgetting about a clinic visit. I know hers is fall 18th. She visits the clinic on her birthday. Alright, there's the amethyst for her. It's a shame that you can't buy auto petters from her. I mean, I guess it makes sense that a machine that pets animals for you is something you would get from Joja and not from the friendly rancher who actually cares about animals. But the convenience would be nice. The thing is, every time I've actually gone the Joja route and I'm excited about being able to buy auto petters, I end up getting like 3 in a single Skull Cavern run and don't end up needing to buy them anyway. It's just when I go to the community center route that they seem to be rare. I know that the route you go does not affect Skull Cavern dives. It is purely anecdotal, but it just feels like the game is out to get you. Alright, so I have plenty of coffee beans, and I have in one of my chests, I'm sure, uh, Lux retaining soil. And did I or did I not already make uh, planters? I feel like I did. I feel like I made garden pots. But maybe I didn't. So let's grab the refined quartz and look through my chests to see if I see garden pots. But in case I don't, I also need clay and stone. Am I seeing any in here? No. I don't know why I would have put it in any of these chests that are already basically full already. But I will double check the chests in here. If I did already make garden pots, they're probably in one of these chests. Okay, I'm not seeing any garden pots. So at this point, I'm going to break that one. I'm also going to move the coffee maker. And I'm going to put, I need 8 more to do what I want to do. Do I want to do, yeah, I want to do it like this. I'm going to plant coffee in all of these and put deluxe retaining soil on them so they remain watered forever. I'm actually going to close off the middle because I can harvest it with the iridium scythe. So there's less retaining soil on all of them. Water them once, and now I will have a supply of 9 coffee plants instead of the 1, and we will get lots and lots of coffee. Now, you may be wondering, you have 63 coffee in your inventory right now, and another uh, 16 triple shot espressos in your uh, fridge. Why do you want more coffee? Just because it feels fun. Really no logical reason. I don't use coffee very often. I should. And once that actually finishes growing, there is no reason why I should not be able to have a coffee or triple shot espresso speed boost at all times. But we'll see if I actually do anything with it. One nice thing to think about is that I would possibly, if the Keys Hungry challenge, or whatever the name of the one that asks you to cook 100,000 G worth of fresh food, I may well by that point have enough coffee to just complete that quest immediately, rather than having to spend any money to buy things. But that's also why I've cooked so few dishes, even though I have the ingredients, because I'm waiting for that quest so that I can get progress on the quest and work towards cooking achievements at the same time. I see the putrid ghost, which makes me want to lather, but I won't. If you can time your sword swing perfectly, the putrid ghost is not too dangerous, but it can change its movement speed slightly and ruin your timing, even if you think you're perfect. So just be careful. It will likely charge at you more than once. Fortunately, the nauseation of the putrid ghost does not affect the fairy box, so I'll still get healed a little bit even if they do manage to get me. At least my health will get healed a little bit. Oh, I'm just gonna go for the ladder. There's one already on the floor, may as well go for it. Man, these spiders are making fools of me right now. I just got the Monster Compendium double loot on a rare disc. Oh, darn it. Got me. The problem was that I accidentally still had my pickaxe equipped, which of course swings at a different speed than the sword, so he was able to get me. So now I'm basically done being able to heal for the day, because that lasts so incredibly long. And even when you're afflicted by it, they can still reapply it and start the timer all over again. Honestly, there are some times when I actually think the Basilisk Ball would be better, and this is that time. I am fighting poorly today. Maybe I should leave the mines and come back the next day. But at the same time, I want to get as many floors as I can each day to make it feel like I have more staircases left over at the end. I should at least get a ladder today. Get down to floor 60. They also go a long way when they charge at you. Most enemies don't have that kind of range. And even if you time the hit right, they may still breathe on you, which can also cause the buff. Not just touching them. Alright, reached 460. The nauseated buff has been reapplied. I have a level 2 parrot egg instead of level 1 now. Pretty sure I have the earnings that I can get level 4. I may try to reforge that some. Yeah, it's 10:30 p.m. I'm nauseated. I'm gonna leave. I should probably bring a piece or two of ginger with me for the floors that I know have putrid ghosts, but I always forget things like that. Even if I brought it with me, I would probably forget that I had brought it with me. Um, I don't have a lot of iridium bars with which to do things, but I have the ore. Let's do a. I accidentally put stone in here at some point. Let's do my usual routine regarding uh, mass amounts of bar forging. Make sure that I have at least 100 of each base ore left over. That's just my personal benchmark that I like to keep in mind. It's not a hard or fast rule, just what I like to do. And then with what I have left in my inventory, make sure that it's an even multiple of 25. Put in until I have that. And then pull out my smaller stack of coal. Just gonna sell the rare discs because I don't need them. Put the stone and the fiber in here. And come over to my heavy furnaces. Let's start with the copper because that will finish quickly. And while I close this up and look for truffles, I don't see any truffles today unless they ended up in the grass over here. Does not appear so. Let's do another round of copper because it's only 11:30. And put in some iridium because I won't be able to put in a full new set of stuff before I go to sleep. But the additional copper that I put in will also be replaced by iridium before I go to bed. We're smelting hundreds of ores all at once, very quickly. Alright. Uh, let's switch out for the better parrot egg. Sell the lesser one. And I'm going to go to sleep and mute the mic for a moment while I plug it in. Okay, our headset will not die, so you won't lose me. So maybe you'd rather watch me play without hearing me talk. I don't know. Alright, spirits are not on my side today. But that doesn't mean we're not going to try our absolute best. Those remain watered forever and ever. I will get some iron going while I do my morning tasks. But we have more than enough iridium bars to do whatever we want already. Robin is sending us wood again. Robin has been very good to us this playthrough. Sending us wood regularly. I mean, this is a playthrough where we really haven't needed much wood beyond what I got since I went to level 10 forging first. I've been getting wood forever, but at some point I might run out. And when and if that happens, I'll remember that it took longer because Robin sent us wood. We have plenty of crops ready to harvest, but we will be doing this first. If I can have a stream without forgetting to take care of my animals any of the days during it, I would consider that to be a reasonable success. Sit up straight and stretch out a little bit. We're about an hour in, which means I wouldn't take a full break yet, but doesn't mean I can't stretch out a little bit. Alright, we've got our gold in the furnaces now. The corn is done. The radishes are done. The red cabbage is done. The squash is ready. And hops, of course. 3, 6, 39 of each is the number we were working with. Do the math quickly. So the only ones we actually need to replant is the radish and the red cabbage. And I believe I have time for both. But I'll double check when I actually get into town and I'm looking at it. Corn I put in the fall chest. None of the hops today were base quality. So all the higher quality crops. Sometimes the iridium number gets a little skewed because I do get uh, additional iridium ore every day. Let's go into town and get my crops. I think it's 8 days for each, so that is enough time for another round of both. Evelyn wants a green algae. If I think to do it, I can certainly do that. Radish is 6 days, so yeah, no problem there. Red cabbage is 9 days, which is also fine. 19th to 28th is 9 days. Even if you don't, well, as long as you count the 19th. I'll be fine. Because it includes the 28th. I know it's fine that I counted 3 more times because I still felt nervous. If I had better daily luck today, I would just ignore the mines and go to the casino. Let me actually look at these. 6 days on those, 5 days on those, 2 on those. I should come back in 5 days. Well, I should come back in 3 days to get a new key quest, but 5 days for more pineapples. Put the last gold bar in. Part of me doesn't want to go to the mines because it will mess up all of my ore numbers again. So maybe I don't go to the mines today. Maybe I just let Sunday come and staircase to the bottom, and instead tend to my ancient fruit today because it is done growing. I also have all the tree fruit that I can grab. I harvested 116. How many golds is that? 24? I don't want to use the golds, but having this, well, it's doing blueberries, so I'll hold on to the regular quality, sell the rest, and at some point we'll put this in there. That doesn't work out for me, but I decided what I'm going to do today. All the fruit is still regular quality. I don't know how long it'll be until it's not. Okay, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to park myself in front of my chests, and I am going to figure out what I have and have not crafted. I have not crafted a wood fence. OBS hates crafting. My hope is that I got reconnected fast enough that uh, YouTube still treats it as like one continuous stream, even though Twitch will not. Okay, so what we were about to do is try and craft things that I had not crafted yet. So wood fence I have not done. Neither have I done stone fence or iron fence. So I need stone for that and an iron bar for this. I have done hardwood fence. I've done grass starter, but I have not done the blue grass starter. That's 25 fiber, 10 moss, and a mystic syrup. You do have to craft everything in the game in order to achieve perfection. So start looking at it now. I have never made a stone chest, which requires 50 stone. Uh, I have made a big stone chest though. I have never bothered to craft a torch. I mean, why would I? It's not like I haven't been getting them anyway. I've made furnaces, I've made scarecrow, bee house, keg. I have never made a cask, which takes 20 wood and 1 hardwood. So let's do that. I have not made my own dehydrator. That takes a fire quartz, a couple clay, and some wood. Now, if you're doing this, you should probably just get a workbench and put your chests around that so you can use the materials directly from the chests. It's a much more efficient and faster way to do this, but I have chosen to make everything more difficult. I haven't even made an anvil to reforge trinkets. It takes 50 iron bars. I have made the mini forge, so that is page 1 crafts completed. I'm going to put things mostly in this chest with the other fancy things until I decide where I want to put them, or if I want to deconstruct them if I can. However, the only place a cask can go is the cellar, so that makes it an easy choice. I forgot that I had a couple G's down here. I will collect the jade while I'm inside. No reason to leave it sitting here. The faster I collect it, the faster it can replenish. I guess I'll put this dehydrator next to the other one. So if I want to dehydrate mushrooms or what have you, I can do it twice as fast. gonna get all this stuff out of my inventory so that I have it more or less clean. The stuff in there, 6 hours and 10 minutes. Will be done like just after midnight if I wait. Yeah, there are two crafting recipes in the game I do not have. The solar panel from Caroline's Island Ingredient Quest, and the deluxe scarecrow from having all 8 rare crows. But every other recipe I have, and in most cases have the resources to make it or the means to get the resources to make it. Despite that massive voice crack. Wow. So let's look at page 2. I just made a bunch of garden pots. I have made a wood sign, I've made a stone sign, but I've never made a dark sign, which requires bone fragments and bat wings. Scree, scree, scree. I have not made a text sign. Uh, but whatever's. I made cheese presses, I made mail machines, I made a seed maker, I made a loom, I've made oil makers, recycling machines, worm bin, deluxe worm bin, bait maker, fish smokers, preserve jars. I have not made a charcoal kiln because why would I? I mean, you get one, and I prefer to not turn wood into anything else. I've made toppers. I have not made any mushroom logs. It takes 10 hardwood and 10 moss. Let's make a mushroom log. And that completes page 2. Moving on to page 3. I have not made a slime incubator because you typically wouldn't until you have a slime until and if you have a slime hutch. Same with the slime egg press, which requires me to add a fire quartz and a battery pack to the uh, coal I already have in my inventory. Disconnected again. Okay, am I live again? Are we working? Says I'm live again, and see it on YouTube as well, so we'll keep chugging along, but I don't know, I think if it crashes again, we may just have to call it. My internet strength is fine, though I suppose as emergency crews try to clean things up, it would not be unheard of for internet service to temporarily be interrupted. So I would have to guess that's probably what's happening. I've made 10 crystallariums so far. I have not bothered to make a mini jukebox. It's not like I use the ones I already have anyway. That's something I always try to deconstruct as soon as I can. I never bothered to make a basic sprinkler. I very rarely do. Oh, a a freeze watch was just issued because the temperature dropped so much after the storms. I've crafted 45 quality sprinklers, but have never actually crafted my own iridium sprinkler on this file as of yet. I don't need to worry about crafting one now. I'm going to craft like 30 more, but while I'm going through the list, I made flute blocks for a island quest, but I did not at the same time make any drum blocks. Let's go ahead and do that. I've already made tree fertilizer. I've made basic fertilizer, tree fertilizer, mystic tree seeds. I've never actually made a staircase. I've chosen to trade in jade for them. I gotta make one at least once. I have never made quality fertilizer. Uh, is this where I kept the mussels inside for this exact purpose? I sure did. Kept a bunch of mussels just for any time I encountered the words any fish, or fish any, as the case may be. So doing that will allow me to craft quality fertilizer without using something more valuable. Basic retaining soil. Quality retaining soil also requires a clay. Speed grow I made some. Deluxe speed grow I have not made, because why would I use oak resin on speed grow when I don't have a full shed worth of kegs yet? Well, the reason is this. I'm going to put the deluxe speed grow away because that is in fact something I like having. But as far as the other ones I just crafted, I'm going to sell them. I can also sell the drum block and the sprinkler. I will not sell the iridium sprinkler because I'll actually want that, and the other things I'll find places for them to either put them or deconstruct them. Continuing on, hyper speed grow requires a radioactive or a solar essence and 3 bone fragments. This is why I said you would need to keep some ore, some radioactive ore as ore rather than turn it all into bars, because there are some recipes that require the ore to be the radioactive ore instead of uh, bars. Uh, Deluxe fertilizer, which allows you to get iridium crops, requires an iridium bar. I've already made a bunch of deluxe retaining soil. I have never made a cherry bomb. Moments like this are why I say to keep the ores, because you need them for some things. There's a cherry bomb. I've made 9 bombs. I've made 2 mega bombs. I have never made explosive ammo because I don't use it. I don't use the slingshot. I have never transmuted copper into iron. I need 3 copper bars for that. Excuse me. And I have never turned iron into gold. I have crafted ancient seeds. I have done wild seeds of spring and summer, but not of fall and winter. Let me sell some things here. And put some other things away. If you're not using a workbench, crafting is a lot of shuffling uh, inventory things. So for winter seeds, I would need 1, 2, 3, 4. For fall seeds, I would need 1, 2, 3 blackberry. I would need a blackberry as well. So let's craft the wild seeds for fall and the wild seeds for winter. And just put them right into their respective chests. I already have those seeds, I just didn't craft them. I got them through other means. I haven't made fiber seeds yet. That is my own mistake. I should have done that already. Let me take a mixed seed. I already forgot. Sap and clay. Need 5 sap? Yeah, 5. I pulled out 3. I'll stash those fiber seeds for now, but I'm going to make a lot more uh, come winter, if I remember. And finishing out that, I've made tea saplings. I have not made a farm warp totem. I have saved some honey because I knew I would need it for this. I planned these things ahead of time, usually. This is not my first time going to perfection. I know what the crafting takes. Uh, let's see. I need a hardwood and iron bar and 25 stone. For a mountain warp totem. For a beach warp totem, I need 2 coral along with the usual things. I've been stockpiling coral for ages. Because I also need it for the obelisk. For the desert totem, I need most of the stuff I have plus a coconut. I haven't saved very many coconuts, but I have enough for that. Actually, I'm going to need to get a bunch more to actually make the uh, obelisk, but I turned them all into golden coconuts before, which is why I don't have many left. So think about that. Also, that messed up my iridium numbers, so I'm going to put a few more back in my inventory. Okay, the island totem I made. The rain totem is the one I was pretty sure I wouldn't be able to craft right away. It does require truffle oil. And for some reason I don't have any truffles processing right now. Let me grab that and actually go ahead and put another iridium in there. It won't be done until tomorrow, but it keeps things that I don't want in my inventory out of my inventory. And I don't need all of that iridium ore in there. I can sell explosive ammo. Cool. I'm going to take a moment to put some things away. I tend to keep warp totems in here of all types. This is also where I have my bombs. I've been putting my crafted things in here until I decide what to do with them. I'll find a place to put that mushroom log down. What should I put on my sign? I can put whatever text I want. As long as the game censors allow it, of course. I'll put it right here. Oops, I put it behind me. How about darkness rises when silence falls? I have many interests. Alright, so we're waiting on the truffle oil to finish. The treasure totem requires 5 hardwood, 10 moss, and a mystic syrup. I was wondering if I would need to use the treasure totem for getting an artifact, but I didn't end up needing to, which is why I haven't crafted one yet. The cookout kit is handy post 1.6 because you get it so much earlier than you used to. It's not useful at level 9 forging, by then you probably have a kitchen, but at level 3 forging, you probably don't. I saved cloth because I knew I would need it for a tent kit. I have made a field snack. I made the statue of blessings. I made the statue of the dwarf king. I have not made a jack-o'-lantern. I did make a torch very recently. And I do have a couple extra pumpkins. Okay, here's where it gets real dicey with the crafting recipes. So all the stuff I just made. Except for the denim. So now we have a exceptional number of uh, flooring and braziers. All of that is flooring. Uh, Actually, it looks like I haven't bought the recipe for any of the braziers. Did I just skip out on buying a bunch of recipes? Heh. Okay, I'm going to stop the crafting for today here because apparently there are a bunch of recipes I haven't bought from Robin yet. And I want to have as many recipes in here before I continue as possible. And if I haven't bought any that stuff from her, then is there a possibility that I haven't bought some of the flooring from her either? I bought the wicked statue, which I know is from Krobus. Alright, let's pick up some truffles. And I'm actually going to ride over to Krobus to make sure I've gotten everything that he sells. I know I've gotten what the dwarf sells because I made the big stone chest, which is a recipe he sells once you've gotten the stone chest from a special order. I believe the wicked statue and one type of flooring are the only recipes you buy from Krobus. It's Friday, so he won't talk to me, but the shop is still open. Excuse me. Yeah, we're good. Eee. Alright, so head back home. I'm going to use the treasure totem the next time I go to Ginger Island. You can get a bunch of Omni Geodes and treasure troves if you do that. But I'll just stick it in here for now. I'm gonna put the mussels back in here for any fish when I cook. And I put iridium sprinklers in here perpetually. At least until I need them. 20 minutes left on those iridium bars. So I'll be able to put the rest of this iridium in. And then I don't need to have all of my coal in my inventory anymore. No, I am not live again. I'm not still live. Am I? Okay, I would love to stream for another hour, hour and a half plus, but if OBS has crashed 4 times within the space of a single game day, despite the fact that I've had it paused for a lot of that day, I have to accept that today is just not a good day to stream. I assume that there's probably still some interference because of the tornadoes everywhere last night and the storms. So I'm going to have to, regrettably, I believe, end the day here and the stream with this day. So if you did stop by, uh, watch live on YouTube or Twitch, whether you chatted or lurked, I appreciate you. If you are watching the archive later on YouTube, thank you for checking it out. I hope that however your day is going, it is progressing more favorably for you. And I will climb into bed and see you in the next one. Lots of engine fruit money.